Picture this. You're an aspiring artist looking to dedicate the summer to your art. Now you're at the University of Iowa, a premier art campus honing your craft under talented faculty in world-famous facilities, surrounded by like-minded peers. The Bell & Blank Summer Art Residency. Join the best young artists in the country for an immersive 3-week summer experience where you'll live and work among fellow creatives. Learn from the remarkable artists at the top-ranked School of Art and Art History to develop your skills in a variety of fields. Dive into workshops, explore new mediums, improve your skills, and expand your mind. And it all culminates at the Art and Writing Showcase, a gala event where your art will be exhibited for peers, teachers, and the public as you and your fellow residents are the stars of the night. Join us at the Bell & Blank Center's Summer Art Residency. What if you could spend the summer dedicated to writing? Come join the best young writers in the country at the University of Iowa, home to the world-renowned Writers' Workshop. The Bell & Blank Summer Writing Residency. Spend 3 weeks in a UNESCO City of Literature, learning from remarkable faculty. Live and learn with other high school students from around the world who love writing as much as you. Dive into workshops, explore new genres, improve your skills, and expand your mind. And it all culminates at the Art and Writing Showcase, a gala event where you and your fellow creatives are the stars of the night, presenting the best of your work for a public audience, all at the most famous writing university in the country. Join us at the Bell & Blank Center's Summer Writing Residency.
Already the river elides its distance, bruised as blackened sinews thinning at the bank's vanishing point, where the horizon cuts a white vertex. Yeye might die tonight, but I'm more troubled by the mosquitoes leaving flat red stones on the back of my neck, by the family whose bus blew up in Xinhua Street and killed all 4 of them. Afterward, the vehicle's metal skeleton peeled apart like the immolating black wings of a moth, a gambit, I assume, all travelers take. What is the risk of carrying something foreign within you? The neon-shot hiragana and Roman characters, proxy rivers where the living contest the dead, contest dying, and the lighthouse eye slices a white razor through the ocean as if to contest its nativity. I admit, I lack the courage to resolve myself. Why else let these helpless hands pick at the wooden balustrade, while one dim street over in the building behind me, the night is falling on my grandfather's life. All the mosquitoes I've killed sink into clouds of algae and beer glasses. They tug against the river rock, some difficult grammar. Hanxing, the dead are more virtuous than us. Slackened jaws divulging soil and tooth. Every soft nothingness. Across blood and land, a consciousness is not a place of stasis, but rather the travel from being to non-being, no different than the last foreign light pinned to my face.
She came to me at 17, fair-haired, tall, and built like a wraith, but otherwise as plain as everyone else. Her deep eyes searched the board behind the counter, reading over the services offered. Personality refitting, esteem tailoring. She lingered on narcissism cure before looking at me, then looking back at the board. I polished a white bowl with a rag as I waited for her to make a choice. "Do you have anything for heartbreak?" she asked, and I set the bowl down in a reproachful manner. That was a question I got asked a lot, and the answer was always the same. No. "I'm surprised. Isn't that a common ailment most other tailors can mend?" she asked, undeterred. I shook my head and set both hands on the counter, leaning towards her. She didn't flinch when I came close, unlike most people. Heartbreak is usually rooted in some deeper dissatisfaction, I replied, easily. They're all gaffes, the tailors who offer to fix it. What they do is equal to gluing a piece of paper over a hole in the wall. What I do goes much deeper. She smiled at me then, a beautifully blinding thing. I'd seen it 1,000 times, and not just on girls like her. Such a look of open gratitude was common with anyone when I told them I could fix their imperfections. So it's true what they say. You really are good at what you do. I raised an eyebrow at the compliment. If you're interested, pick a treatment and I can get started. She chewed her lip, then walked around the countertop to take a closer look at the board. She stood close enough that she could probably taste the chalk dust in the air, and some of the fine powder filtered down to land in her hair. Do you offer custom treatments? She asked, still staring fixedly at the swooping yellow letters. Depends, I replied, and if I do, it'll be costly. How costly? I glanced up at her. The more interesting the case, the less I charge. Then, may I get a consultation? I was almost surprised she knew to ask. Sure, don't be late. With a consultation set for the next available weekday, she left. I didn't see her again until then.
There are no temples where I live, so we rent out a rec center for worship. I call it a sort of church to my white friends in second grade, while we're segregated based on who has a peanut allergy and who doesn't. A lump of sweet butter lodges in my throat when they point at my turmeric-stained teeth. I try to remember the sun that blessed the night sky of my birth, a contradiction like the Hindu god Shiva. Half man, half woman, whole god. In the kitchen, Mama kneads incense into sticky rice balls shaped like milk cake clouds, the kind served at the volley dinners with stumbly dancing and hymn. She grinds ginger for afternoon tea, stone hitting root like hands clapped together in holy song. She slices oranges into slivers, and I suck the pulp out of my teeth, remembering what it's like to be halved, then hold again. Rounded out like a nursery rhyme from underneath cherried lips, tucked away behind a good night's kiss and sun-cleaned skin. Mama sings my name in the morning because it is Sanskrit for auspicious, and I can bless the rain we wash our vegetables with. I can entice worship with just 3 ingredients, half a marigold to decorate pleated idols, half a question from a little second grader, is this who taught you to eat real food? Half a poem by a girl tumbling into the womb of Mama's religion, a blessing calculated as 150%. In this life, sweet creams and sour curries come at the cost of half a second grade soul, half a heart of a mother whose baby no longer eats her food, and half a plate of marigolds for my country's idolatry. So when they ask how my mama can taste the hum of pulsing earth and drink the sky, I say, yes, this is who taught me to eat real food.
Hi everyone, and to all of the Gold Key, Silver Key, and Honorable Mention Award winners in the 2021 Scholastic Art and Writing Awards, congratulations. My name is Chris Wisniewski, and I'm the Executive Director of the Alliance for Young Artists and Writers, which is the nonprofit organization that presents the Scholastic Art and Writing Awards. Today's winners are joining an extraordinary and diverse group of past award recipients, people like Andy Warhol, Kay Walkingstick, Stephen King, and Shabalala Self. Today, you become a part of a nearly century-long tradition. But you're doing so in a year unlike any other. Despite the unprecedented challenges that 2020 has brought, each and every one of you has looked within yourselves and found the courage to express yourself through your art and writing. And that's what you're being recognized for today. That's no small feat. And so once again, I say congratulations. I also want to thank all of the educators, administrators, parents, grandparents, family members who have encouraged you along the way. The Scholastic Art and Writing Awards are a vast national undertaking, and they're only possible because of the exceptional effort of our affiliate partners all over the country who run regional programs, our dedicated staff in New York City, the leadership of our board of directors, and the many supporters who make our work possible. To all of you, I express my sincerest gratitude. Today is a day to celebrate this year's winners, but the tradition of the Scholastic Awards continues. So to all of you who are in 7th to 11th grade, who will still be eligible for the awards next year, I encourage you to apply to the 2022 Scholastic Art and Writing Awards next fall. Thanks so much, and one last time, congratulations.
I've been a part of the Scholastic Art and Writing family since 2016, as you can see in the background, and I'm so grateful to this wonderful organization, not just for recognizing and appreciating the breadth of my work from the beginning of high school to where I am today, but for providing me with so much support throughout my entire young adult life.
Creative writing, and especially poetry, takes something personal in our lives, puts it onto a piece of paper, and just like that, the readers are able to understand the story, the emotions, and the lessons that we were trying to convey. But not only that, writing also communicates to each of us a different world. And it makes it personal to both the readers and the writers, which I think is the most powerful reason why reading and writing has had such a large impact in my life, and hopefully yours as well.
My art teacher has impacted my development as an artist by not just having me put something down on paper and saying that it's done, but she'll look at it and make suggestions, and she'll have me make changes, and we'll have a bunch of different drafts of my artwork, and the process will just repeat until we both know that I've done my best work.
I'm surprised to have gotten the Best of Grade award, and it's amazing and just crazy to think about that. Just that award in such a big competition, I managed to get it by doing what I love doing, because art and writing too has always been a big part of who I am.
Hello, Scholastic Art and Writing Awards winners. First off, congratulations on this incredible recognition that you've been awarded. My name is Amanda Gorman, and I'm the inaugural Youth Poet Laureate of the United States. And fun fact, I was also Scholastic Art and Writing Awards winner when I was in high school. Now, for a lot of you, this might be one of the largest recognitions that you've gotten for your creative work, or it might just be another one on the resume. But either way, I hope this really helps you solidify that confidence you have in the importance of your work. If I could tell my younger self, and I'm still pretty young, so my current self as well, anything, I would basically talk a lot about having faith in my creative process and my creative aspirations, even when the confidence is not necessarily there. I think a lot of times, whether you're a writer or maybe even a painter or whatever you might be, the question is always kind of, why me? Why am I writing this? Why should I be heard? Has this story been told 1,000 times? Has this image been painted 1,000 times? And for me, in my journey as a creator, I realized that this story hasn't been told by me. It hasn't been told in this way before. And I think that spreads across all different forms of artistic disciplines, that you really need to have faith before the recognition, before the award, before the medal, before all of that. It really begins not necessarily with the idea, but the trust that in committing to creativity, something can be born that's bigger and larger than yourself. And that transcends really any self-doubt that might come from feeling, I didn't get this award, or I didn't get that. All that to say, you all are rock stars, and I'm so glad that you have this to continue encouraging on your way. And I also hope that you know, outside of any award, you definitely are really brave and really admirable in my book, just by starting up and being creative. And just thinking and talking with you all, I'm calling you or videoing you by Madrid, by the way. I'm so excited for you to have this special moment at the University of Iowa, really celebrating your creativity. And I really think that's so phenomenal, because if anything, young voices being recognized for the type of work that they're creating, for the type of discipline that they have, is one of the best things, because it really highlights what we all know to be true, which is young people are at the forefront of change, and you are going to change the art world, you're changing the literary world, you're already breaking down boundaries by being here. I can't wait to see what type of art blows my mind from you. So again, congratulations. This is so exciting, and really cherish this moment. Congratulations, everybody.
reason that I like to create art is because it allows me to take a unique perspective on different things, and it also allows others to see my perspective.
In the simplest terms, this award means a lot to me. It means that I get to be a motivation. It means that I get to be a testimony. Because at the beginning of 2020, I had some really bad mental health going on. I was in really rough shape. I was at the bottom of the barrel. And I was a very unhappy person. I thought that I couldn't amount to anything. But look at me now. I'm here in 2021. I'm doing something that I thought I would never be able to do in 2020. And I'm feeling amazing. So I just want to be that testimony for someone, make them feel like they can do it too.
As a self-taught artist, I have been doing art since I was young, and this means a lot to me because it shows how much I've improved throughout the years. I thank Mrs. Weedy and I thank Mrs. Cho for helping me out and for helping me continue my passion for art. And again, I really appreciate this award. Thank you.
I enjoy writing because sometimes it's fun to explore different places that offer contrast to the real world. When I write, I can create my own universe that's not bound to the same rules as ours. I'm the architect of my own imagination.
Hi everybody. I'm really happy to have a chance to talk with you a bit today. First of all, congratulations to each of you on your award. You and your parents should be very proud. You know, when I was 16, I had a piece of Japanese handmade paper very similar to this piece that I carried around with me in my checkbook. I didn't know very much about it, but I was very attracted to it, and I wanted to find out more about how it was made. It had a sort of warm, natural glow, wonderful feel that really intrigued me. At the time, I never dreamed that later I would be able to go to Japan and study papermaking for 2 years under a Fulbright fellowship. I never thought I would someday have a job teaching papermaking history and technique at a major American research university. I never thought my students and I would someday make paper that now sits beneath the Declaration of Independence, the Constitution, and the Bill of Rights at the National Archives Rotunda in Washington, D.C. And I can tell you, I never would have dreamed that the MacArthur Foundation would one day give me $500,000 to spend on my own creative and research interests. But all those accomplishments are not the important part of the story. The important part was that when I was 16, I had certain inklings, certain suspicions that gradually led me to have a real yearning to learn more about the history and technique of papermaking. So the moral of the story is, if you feel there is something powerful about poetry or prose or sculpture or dance, follow your inclinations, follow your suspicions, and don't let anybody ever tell you that you're crazy. Pay close attention to your suspicions. They will lead you to good places.